Hello my friend, this is Anders Hansen and welcome back to another week's edition of Insights to Impossible. Now before we get started on today's powerful lesson, please do subscribe to my channel here and hit like on the button below so you don't run the risk of missing out on this powerful material going forward. Done it? Okay, I believe you. Now let's go. Today, I want to share my experience around how to get out of financial difficulties, as I know it's something many people wrestle with. Everything that I share and teach is something I have lived, alright? So it's not theory for me, and this lesson is no exception. This is single-handedly what caused me to go from performing on tips to being on stage with the best in the world in the field I'm in now. That's a quantum leap, and that's what I want you to experience. You see, financial distress was something that clouded most of my adult life. But it wasn't until I truly understood and applied this concept that my life started to change, and change dramatically it did. Let's say that you have a desire to do something new. You want to participate in a program, you want to buy a new car, you want to get some new clothes, etc., etc., etc. But you keep looking at your financial status and let that dictate how you feel about yourself, and that causes you to get more of the same. Now there's a big likelihood that you're living that way. I lived that way, which was living from the outside in. I was living through my senses and letting my current circumstances define my thinking. And as we do that, we are putting ourselves in a mental prison of our own making. That's right, we created the prison and we are putting ourselves in it. It's part of how we're conditioned. So if you right now find yourself in the hole, being unable to afford what you desire, or maybe even just struggling to pay rent or utilities, many people do that. They struggle to just pay their monthly bills. Now, if that is you, there is one thing you have to understand. Wealth, money, a healthier bank account is the effect, and the cause is the energy exchange that has already taken place before the money shows up. It is the law of cause and effect. It's the most important law of the universe. You see, the cause is you deciding to be of valuable service and getting absorbed in genuinely just helping others around you with no expectation of compensation, all right? The money will show up as an effect, as a result of the service you provided. So whether you are a small business owner or whether you're an employee, the law is the same. It works the same for anyone, anywhere, anytime. Now, it's been said that if we don't get into the habit of doing more than we are being paid for, we will never be paid for more than we're doing today. It is just a different way of explaining the same concept, all right? So if you today have a hard time seeing where the money is going to come from, trust that it will come from wherever it is right now, and you ask the universe for it in the form of providing valuable service. So regardless of whether you are an employee or self-employed, you can start today and create valuable service for others. Whether that be friends, family, or complete strangers, it doesn't matter. You see, we do that in our business here every day. We do that by offering free coaching sessions to people from all over the world. I've done that for a while now, and my business partner is doing the same thing. We do that almost on a daily basis, and as a result, we've created a quantum leap in our results, and I want you to experience the same kind of quantum leap. You see, my friend, you are already rich. You may just be a bit short on the paper notes that we call money. So where can you start sharing the costs, your rich mental and physical resources? Look for ways to be of valuable service. It could be through advice, it could be through workshops, through guidance, through support, etc., etc., etc. Take a moment here and really understand this, all right? It's not enough to just know it intellectually. We gotta act on it. And just trust that the law works, but don't expect the resources to come back to you from the source that you gave it to. You see, that's when we're trading and closing ourselves off from infinite possibility. Many people do that. Just trust that it will come back and look for ways to be of service to others. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. If your need is right now, look for ways to be of valuable service today. And I really encourage you to just overrule that old paradigm. Get out there and look for ways to serve your fellow human beings. And as you act on this idea, not just think about it, but act, that's when money will start to show up. Either as paper notes, as we call money, or as 100 other things not to be measured in cash. Now, this concept has the potential to not only take you out of financial distress, it has the potential to turn your monthly income into your weekly income, or even further, you can take it from your yearly income into your weekly income, and even further up the ladder of success. Now that's a nice idea, isn't it? You see, my friend, I truly learned that go-givers win and go-getters, they lose longer term. So be a go-giver. If you found this to be of value, hit like below, subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend or family member. And please leave me a comment about today's insights to impossible, because I want to hear from you. If you feel there's something you'd like for me to expand on, share it in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to expand on it next week. Alright, remember, it's not who we are that holds us back. What's likely to be holding most people back are all the illusions, all the false concepts of who we think we're not. Now go live the impossible.